G'day, I'm Steve, the awning lock guy. You all know me for my awning locks. What we're showing you today is not a new invention. Barrel support poles are available already on some of the bigger awnings, but what we show you how we can do it without drilling other holes in the barrel. Right, so here's the parts that we're going to be using. This is the bottom of a tent pole anchor, and we'll be going to be using a standard tent pole in this. This is the top of a tent pole anchor, and here is an adapter that brings them all together, and we're going to install that on a roof rafter so that we're not drilling. So down here we've taken the liberty of installing the bottom tent pole anchor, and you'll notice it's got two lugs to anchor down. So we've married these two pieces together and we've got them ready to install on the roof rafter. So loosening the roof rafter, we simply slide these on the existing spike there and engage it and lock your roof rafter again. You can see on here that we can actually pivot this to whatever angle we need, which allows us to have the pole vertical or actually bring it out at an angle here. And where I have put the bottom anchor is actually out at an angle, so you'll see how effective that is. So here we are putting the tent pole, any standard tent pole, into the top anchor here. We'll still allow that to swivel there. We'll bring the bottom over and put it in our existing anchor on the ground. I'll tighten that down. You can see the way we've got the lugs that can actually pivot to take in any angle. And just lock that down, and this will take many different diameter standard tent poles. Okay, that's all locked in. So we have it locked at the top. Before we set the length of the tent pole, we're going to preload things down. Now, at this point, we've got that loose. So you can see that can still move up and down. That's what we're trying to limit, because that's what happens in wind. So we want to limit that whipping as much as possible. Whether you've got a side curtain on it or not, or whether it's open, or whether it is a full annex wall, we still want to limit that as much as possible. So, we've got the angle. We tighten this down here, and we try to keep that tight against the barrel there. This is nice and tight. And then before we lock the length of the tent pole, we're going to pull down on that and preload. Once we've done that, that's how much we've limited our movement to now. We haven't had to drill new holes. We've used what we've got, standard tent pole, nothing special in that, and we've managed to limit that movement to that effect.